How many of you want to learn how to cook this sumptuous looking beans and prawns? Like, look at the way it's looking. Palm oil beans on point. Yes, this is an African recipe, delicious and beautiful, and ready for you to eat with your bread, plantain, or yam. Try it now. Keep watching, guys. So guys, this is beans. I've already picked it and washed it, yes. I'm going to be adding my onions, my perfect onions. My dear, please boil beans with onions, very advisable. It just upgrades the taste of the beans to another level. I'm using a pressure cooker. I'm going to add some salt now, and then I'm going to seal this pressure cooker after adding 2 jugs of water. Yes, I'm adding a lot of water because I don't want story that touch. I don't want my beans to burn. Yes. So I'll be adding 2 jugs of water and I'll be draining the excess water later. These beans will be cooked for 8 minutes in the pressure cooker. So 8 minutes after you start hearing that noise. So if you have a pressure cooker, the pressure cooker will pressurize. And when you start hearing the noise, count 8 minutes and then your beans is done. As in, please boil beans in pressure cooker. It saves time. I advise it any day, anytime, any minute, any year, any decade. Yes, fast and easy. So let's lock it, guys. So guys, while the beans is in the pressure cooker boiling, I'm going to wash my tomatoes, bell pepper, rodo, and onions. Yes, I put these vegetables in my beans because it's very essential. It upgrades the taste of these beans. You can add any vegetables you want, but I advise you stick with these ones. So I am cutting the rodo. As you can see, I'll be cutting the tomatoes as well. I use 2 of them, and I use 1 large bell pepper and 1 onions. See guys, you can put as little or as many of any of these things as you want. I like when the beans is fully stuffed with all these ingredients. Yes, guys. And most of all, I like when the beans is fully stuffed with onions. So I used a whole onion for this recipe. And guys, I can assure you it was on point. You can put as little or as much pepper as you want, depending on your taste buds. But please, depending on your taste buds, oh, don't say Ebun told you to add too much pepper and it has burnt your mouth. So guys, the beans is already ready. I've drained the excess water from the beans. Yes, if you guys looked at the video, I put a lot of water in. So I'm going to be showing the amount of water I'm leaving in my beans to make these palm oil beans. And I'm going to be adding the palm oil in a bit. Yes, guys. So guys, I'm going to be adding 2 spoons of palm oil. Yes, I'm using the spoon I'm using to cook, and I'm adding 2 spoons of that. You can add less or more palm oil depending on your preference, but I don't want palm oil. I don't want beans that will be dripping of oil, so just 2 spoons, and I want to turn that into my beans evenly. So the next thing I'm going to be adding is my cut tomato and pepper. Yes, guys, remember I cut some tomatoes and peppers previously. I'm going to be adding that into the beans. You guys need to try this recipe. Like, oh, some people are going to be hungry. Bring out your agege bread, oh, bring out your plantain, because when this beans is ready, some of you will be salivating from the video. So I'm going to stir that in properly, and yes guys, I'm going to add a bit of more water because I like when my beans has liquid, like when the beans is moving a bit, when it's swimming small. I want to add some more water. You can add water according to your preference. Some people like when beans is dry, some people like when it's very moist. So add water as you want. Yes, and I'm going to be adding a little bit more salt. Yes, I cooked my beans with salt originally when I was cooking, but I felt it needed a bit more salt, so I'll be adding some salt. So I'm about to add the animal. Yes, guys, the animal. And what is the animal for today? I'm adding some prawns into my beans, guys. Yes, it might sound strange, but like I'm trying to eat well and eat healthy and eat good and eat, I don't know all the words to use. So I decided, well, beans and shrimp or beans and prawns. I don't know that that's a good meal. If you ever tried it before, please tell me in the comment section that you have tried beans and prawns. But I'm putting some prawns into this. And remember, guys, prawns take a few minutes to cook. Please do not overcook your prawns so that they don't look like little, I don't know, little shrimps. So laying down all the prawns as you can see, and I'll just allow that to cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Yes, guys, 2 to 3 minutes. You'll be surprised how fast prawns cook. So guys, I'm going to be adding some beautiful white onions. Yes, well sliced, sliced to perfection. I must say so myself, assuming that I'm the one that sliced it. So I'm going to be adding them into the beans. Yes, I love onions, and I'm going to be throwing about a whole onion into these beans. Remember that I put onions when I was boiling the beans. So just imagine how sweet, how delicious this beans is going to taste. I'm going to turn that for that to steam quickly. And I'll just allow that to cook for another few minutes. And then guess what? Voila. 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 My dear, I'm learning another language. The beans will be ready. Yes, guys, the beans will be ready.